So I asked my dad if he had a spare power supply, and he gave me this. Now, I hope it works, and if it does, I'll be able to make something out of it. If it works, I'll need a cable, some header pins, and it's gonna be useful for me. I intend to use it for a breadboard. Now, full disclaimer, this requires working with mains voltage, and improper handling can and will kill you. Now, you've been warned, so don't try to do this if you don't know what you're doing. Now back to the video. What I do know is that this is one of those old-fashioned power supplies, the ones that use a huge transformer. How do I know this? Well, it's really heavy for its size. Now, check out the comparison with a normal 5-volt switching power supply. I know, right? These power supplies give out higher voltages than they're rated at when they're unloaded, but when you put a load on them, they come back to rated voltage. I'll demonstrate that later. Now, its power rating is heavily dependent on the transformer itself. The bigger the transformer, the more power it can deliver, aka the heavier it'll be, which is the reason why switching power supplies took over pretty much instantly when they came out. Now, when we open it, we just need to check if it works. And if it does, we test the polarity. I'll use a USB soldering iron and I'll disconnect these old wires. I use these red and black wires to make a cable for it. They're usually sold as speaker wires, I think. I don't know. Now, I'll solder these wires. And then I'll solder header pins to it. I usually push the ground pin a few millimeters inward so I don't mix up the polarity in the future when I want to plug it into my breadboard. Just like the LEDs. Now, I'll make a circuit like this, and if no explosion happens, everything is okay. And we did it. Success. Awesome. I'm glad I did this because I really need more power supplies. A video on an ATX power supply should be coming up. And I hope you learned something new. And if I said something stupid or wrong, just tell me in the comments below because I'd like to learn something new, Bye.